Okay. Are you leaving to work?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's not like that.
Okay. These kinds of videos. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're gonna talk about one of my favorite things, which is fragrance. I am a huge fragrance person. I've tried not to hoard things. Like, I'm trying really hard to only keep things that like I really love. So today I'm gonna talk about fall and winter scents. These are the fragrances that some of them I might wear maybe on like a summer night, but I smell them and I'm automatically taken back to fall and winter. Before we get started, I'm wearing one of our new bungee bodies, which if you don't know, I own a clothing brand and we designed bodysuits that don't like go into your crotch. I'll leave our website link down below. This is the espresso bungee body. I love the color. It's perfect for fall. It's like the perfect muted brown. My nail color, just in case I get asked, because every time I wear this specific color, people ask me what I'm wearing, and it is, I can only wear OPI gel polish. Getting into this list of fragrances, I'm not gonna go in a specific order from like least to most expensive. I'm going to talk about notes. I'm going to talk about what it smells like, what it reminds me of, and I'm very much when I think of fragrance, I am brought to a specific scenario. Like, that's where I start to like kind of go into like more of like a in-depth explanation of what the scent smells like. I always tie memories to scents, or like occasions or situations, or you know, just things like that to my scents. If you've ever watched my videos, you already know the way that I describe certain scents. So I'm literally just gonna go from what's in front of me all the way down. Most of these can be found at Sephora. One of them specifically is Amazon, and then the others you would have to go to like either Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, etc. The first one, I'm not picking it up because it's the most expensive. I'm just picking it up because it's the closest one to me. And this is one that I'm sure everybody is just over hearing about already. Like, honestly, I feel like everyone is kind of just like, oh my god, like when is everybody gonna shut up about this fragrance? I have a different version though. So a lot of people have the clear bottle. I have the red bottle. The red bottle is the Extrait. I purchased the clear bottle that had the red writing. This is the Maison Francis Kirk de Jean, I believe the last name is pronounced, and this is Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. So this is the strongest version of the fragrance. The other one is an EDP. That one on me, I just don't smell it. So I went through an entire bottle. I bought it for myself I think like 2 years ago, and I literally in the middle of that bottle I went and purchased this one because every time I sprayed the EDP, I could never smell it. And I know that you're technically not supposed to be able to smell the perfumes when they're on you. Like, if you can't smell it, it means that it mixes really well with your chemistry. But I like to smell my perfumes. Like, I want to move and smell it. I want to smell it in my hair. This is what it looks like here. This, I have way more than halfway because this is very concentrated. It is the most concentrated you're going to get. This perfume, I know that everybody is just so tired of hearing about it. I know there are dupes everywhere, and if you watch my videos, you know I am not a fan of a dupe. I just feel like dupes rip off of the creator of what it is. Like, everything that gets duped is an art. Like, fragrance making is an art, clothing art, shoes art, everything is an art. And I just feel like when you get a dupe, you're ripping off of the artist, like the person that created this product. And I don't know, I personally don't like it. And maybe it's because I own a clothing brand, and if anybody ever tried to rip off of our design, I would feel like, I know it happens, but I would be upset. I'd be like, you didn't come up with this. Like, you didn't do the work. So anyways, there are tons of dupes. Like I said, I'm not a duper. With that being said, I know this is extremely pricey, and a lot of people would never spend this much money on a fragrance. If something is unique enough, I will spend any dollar amount. It has to be extremely unique, something that smells like nothing that I've ever smelled before. If it's something that just smells like something you could get anywhere, I don't care for it. But if it's something that is so incredibly unique and just you smell the luxurious touches to the item, then I will splurge on it. I don't even remember how much I paid for this. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't remember. I know I think I bought it on Neiman Marcus, and they were doing like, if you spend over 200 and something, you get $50 off. So I remember I did get $50 off of this, but it is extremely, extremely, extremely expensive. The most expensive perfume that I own. The keynotes are jasmine, saffron, cedarwood, and ambergris. And it says it's luminous and sophisticated. It lays on the skin like amber, floral, and woody breeze. A poetic alchemy, a graphic and highly condensed signature. And in this, I've just personally never smelled a blend more luxurious than this. Like, you can tell that this is art. Like, every detail of this scent is something that I've never smelled before. When I smell it, I smell, you know what this reminds me of? Oh my God, okay. So back when I was still living in New York, I remember right around Christmas time, I was in the city and I was shopping at Sephora for an Issey Miyake perfume. I will never forget this day. And I was outside and I was, you know, walking down the street, and I was actually waiting for the bus. And as I'm waiting for this bus, this woman in all fur, like I'm talking all fur, a fur coat, and you know those hats, I don't even know what they're called, that they sit like high up, like they're very, very old school. She was wearing one of those as well, and she was walking a wiener dog, and the wiener dog had a coat on. This is what I imagine that woman to smell like. She just exuded rich. I own half of Manhattan. Like, that was the type of energy that she was giving, and this is what that smells like. This smells like someone you would see or brush past, and you don't even have to look at them, but they are just money. Like, this doesn't smell like your Chanel Chance or Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. This doesn't smell like Tom Ford. It just smells like money. A lot of people say that to them it smells very, very sweet. And while it is sweet, it's not your typical sweet. It's not candy sweet. It's not marshmallow sweet. It's not vanilla sweet. It is truly, truly, truly unlike anything that I have ever smelled. While yes, it is outrageous with that price tag. Like, this is the most expensive thing I've ever sprayed on my body, but there's truly nothing like it. I've smelled the dupes as well, and I've owned the dupes. I bought the dupes to see if they were gonna smell anything like them, and I personally didn't think that they were close, but the originals still smell better. If you're somebody that you love fragrance, if you have seen this perfume all over and you just don't understand what the hype is, it smells delicious. And I'm somebody that once something becomes trendy, I get turned off by it. I hate that I'm like that, but I'm like that. Like, I hate when something gets like played out, it automatically, I'm just like, oh, now everybody's doing it. Like, I like when things are super unique and original and just not played out. And I feel like that kind of happened with this fragrance, which it smells delicious, so it's like it deserves that, but also it's like everybody smells like this now, but I just think it smells delicious. If someone that you love a whole lot to spend this much money on likes really, really exotic fragrances, I also have the candle. I haven't burned it yet. I have it like off in storage because I'm definitely gonna wait till we like buy our house and I'm gonna burn it. But the scent is, it's freaking beautiful, guys. It's beautiful. Next up, I'm gonna talk about something that's a little bit more on the affordable side, and this is YSL. I think it's pronounced Libre in French. I obviously don't speak French, but it's pronounced Libre, and this fragrance is one of the most highly rated fragrances for women. If you want like a sexy scent, this is the epitome of bad biatch. Like, this is bad biatch in a fragrance. She always looks good. She's dressed to the nines. Her shoes are bomb. Her bag is beautiful. Her hair's always done. Like, this is that scent. Now, the notes for this one: lavender essence, orange blossom, and musk accord. Lavender essence from France and the sensuality of Moroccan orange blossom for unique floral fusion, complemented by a daring note of musk accord. So, smelling it, you got, this scent is good. It's good. It's another one that a lot of people wear, but it's like, it's for good reason. It smells so good. I don't get lavender, or maybe I do because it's very calm, but I'm telling you, 2 sprays of this You can smell this for days on your skin. This is like, I'm gonna wear all black like a bad bitch. I'm gonna wear leather and I'm gonna wear fur and I'm gonna have a fresh blowout. I just left the salon. Fresh blowout, stiletto pumps. Like, this is that girl. Like, I don't even like that term. This is like that woman. Like, she smells bomb. This is like your aunt, your rich aunt that every time she shows up, you're like, oh my God, she smells so good. This is her. This is the perfect date night, girls night, going out for drinks. This is just the perfect scent for that. And this gives me like winter nights. Like, I feel like this is a little heavy for daytime and hot weather. I personally wouldn't wear this in hot weather. I literally only wear this when it's fall and winter and I'm in cold climates. Like, if you can see here, like, I still have over about half of the bottle left. I got this when I worked at Sephora in Gratis. I quit Sephora over 3 years ago and I still have this. Like, this is 2 sprays and you're done. You don't need to drown yourself. And this you will smell in your hair until you wash it. Like, so good. This is another really good gift perfume if the person likes like strong, powerful, sexy, bad biatch type of scent. It's divine. This might be the newest one out of the collection that I have here, and this is the Kayali Vanilla 28 perfume. This is, oh, it smells so good. And you can see I bought it, when did I buy this? I think I bought this last Christmas for myself. And you can see I have a ton of it left because this is another perfume that I really only like to wear when it's cold out, when like a turtleneck, a nice coat, a cardigan, like something very warm and yummy. This is vanilla, but sexy vanilla. This isn't cupcake. This isn't cheapy. This is like sexy vanilla. It's very warm, obviously, and just even the color of it, just it looks like fall and winter. It's in the warm and spicy fragrance family. The scent type is warm and sweet gourmand, obviously, for sure. And the keynotes are vanilla orchids, tonka absolute, and amber woods. It says captivate the senses with vanilla 28, a masterpiece of refined and cultivated nuance. You can smell the brown sugar, you can smell the vanilla, you can smell the amber. This is the definition of a warm gourmand scent. Like, there's no other way to describe this besides warm, sweet, gourmand. Like, I would picture someone in like Paris leaving a cafe smelling like this and like French bread. It smells so good. It's very long lasting. It's something that is so warm that I do not wear this in the summertime at all. Like, this is very much a fall and winter and evening scent. A lot of these I would consider evening scents because they're a lot heavier. And I feel like that's how it is a lot in like the fall and winter. Like, you go for your heavier, stronger, sexier, warmer scents, and this is no exception. It smells so good. For anyone that likes really warm vanilla, this is a good one. Next up, Santal 33. And I know this is another fragrance that a lot of people, I don't even want to say overhyped, because again, this is something that smells so unique, obviously, until everything duped it. Like, there are so many dupes in different items that are like this. I have used and abused her. It's more than halfway empty, and this is another scent that has a really good rep for very good reason. It is extremely unique, or it was, but I feel like it's been duped by so many things that it might not be the original if you smell it. But some people would say that this reminds them of pickles. And when I had read a review on something and they were like, oh, it smells like pickles on me, it made me laugh because I was like, pickles? And then I smelled it and I was like, I kind of see that. I don't think it smells like pickles, but I can understand where someone would kind of get that vibe from the scent. This fragrance is unisex. Listen to the story. The man, firelight in his face, leaning on the worn leather saddle, alone in the desert wind. An icon so powerful that every man wanted to be him and every woman wanted to have him. From this memory is born Santal 33, the ambition to create an olfactive form inspired by the great American myth that is still a source of fantasy for the rest of the world. I'm not going to read the rest of it, but that is like yeah, the style is rich and woody. The notes are violet accord and cardamom. Middle is iris and ambrox. And the base is cedarwood, leather, and sandalwood. And this scent, okay, close your eyes while I say this. You are in New York. You are in the West Village. You're walking through, looking at all the shops. It's cold. Not too cold though. Like, you're not wearing like a parka. You're wearing like a leather. Like, you're in your leather, and it's a good leather. It's like an All Saints leather, or like it's a good leather jacket. You have a turtleneck on. Your hair is freshly blown out. Again, this reminds me of a blowout. The weather is crisp. You can hear leaves crunching on the ground. Maybe someone smoking cigarettes near you. Like, that is what this gives me. This reminds me of leather in the city. That is the only way that I could describe this. It is not sweet whatsoever. This is sexy, masculine, strong, spicy. It is just so freaking good. This is definitely something I would never wear in the summertime. This is not summer. This is winter, or fall if you live somewhere that's cold. I don't live somewhere cold. I live in Florida, so I have to wait till like January to wear this. But this is sexy man leather, or like a fly woman with her. She's not wearing a Birkin. She's not. She's wearing like, she's not wearing Chanel either. She's wearing like Loewe. Like, that's her bag. And she's just cool. Super cool and a little grungy. And she's probably wearing like Converse. Like, that's the type of person that wears. I actually have another perfume to talk about that is almost the exact same, but I think this one was made before this one. They're a little bit different, but very similar. Going right into this one, which is the Maison Louis Marie. Here's what it looks like. This is from Sephora. You can get this at Sephora, and I think you could get it at like Nordstrom or something. And this is the number 4. So this one is extremely similar, but there's something different in the notes. I've also owned this in candle. I've owned like 5 of the candles. So this is actually a clean fragrance from Sephora collection. So it's, or not Sephora collection. It's a clean fragrance from Sephora. So everything is natural in the perfume, and it is woody and earthy. It has sandalwood, vetiver, and amberwood. So they started in 1792. So that was a long time ago, like a long time ago. This scent is a sandalwood fragrance with a dominant cedarwood and sandalwood accord, supplemented by a spicy cinnamon nutmeg complex and an earthy vetiver note. So very similar notes. Vetiver, cedarwood, all those things. I feel like this one still smells better. There's more mystery and depth to the Le Labo, but if you wanted to maybe try the scent out or just get introduced to that category of scents, I feel like number 4 would be really good. I don't wear this one as much because, like I said, the Le Labo has just something that's more interesting to me about it, but the fragrance like it's in the same family. Like, I would consider this like the little sister of, or maybe the big sister of the Santal 33. So if you're somebody that maybe you like the scent and you want something that's made from a designer, but you don't want to go the Le Labo route, I would say Maison Louis Marie would be a really good option. Now we're gonna go more towards sweet, and it is Carolina Herrera. I don't even know which one this is because I know there's like 5 different colored bottles. You can get this at Sephora, you can get it at Ulta, you can get it at any major department store. And this one is a floral, and the keynotes are tuberose, jasmine, and tonka bean. And it says it's a sensual, evocative fragrance born of the beautiful contradictions and ever-present duality of a modern woman in modern life. Freshly light and moodily dark, this innovative fragrance captures a woman's wondrous complexity with the surprising and exceptional ingredients. The darker side is created with richly fragrant cocoa and intoxicating tonka. Almond and coffee bring the scent its immediate vibrancy. Tuberose, extracted in a new way that creates a rich delicacy, is the fragrance's wild card, bringing fluidity and femininity. This perfume reminds me a lot of this perfume, and not at all that they smell the same, because they don't. But if you like YSL Libre, if you own YSL Libre, you will love Good Girl. I prefer Good Girl over the YSL. I don't know what it is, something about it. And now that I'm reading all of the notes, like the almond, the coffee, the tuberose, this is sexy, 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 sexy. That is the only way that I could describe this. Obviously, the bottle is a work of art. Like, this is gorgeous. It's a freaking heel. This one lasts on your skin all day, all night. You will smell it after. And this, if you were going on like a first date, this one right here. If you're going a holiday party, a Christmas party, a date night, this is just, this is another bad bitch. This is a bitch that you smell her and you're like, wow, she smells good. Like, this is something that like people will turn their heads if they get close to you. People will smell you when you walk by them and be like, who is that? Like, this smells delicious. This was my New Year's scent last year. So I brought in 2022 with this fragrance, and it's so good. It's like down to here. I only wear this in the evenings if like Tyler and I are going on a date night or we're going to like a nice dinner. Again, during like the fall, winter, I'll definitely wear this. I have worn this a couple times in the summer because it's just so good, but I personally like this type of dark, strong, sexy scent. I prefer in the fall and winter time. Let's go for the cheapest perfume in my collection, in everything that I'm going to talk about. And if you watch my videos, you already know what's coming. You already know what's coming. And if you don't watch my videos, you are welcome. Well, if you only like this type of scent. So this is a rollerball, right? I am waiting for the day that they bring this in a spray bottle form, because this is unlike anything I have ever smelled in my entire life. If I could smell like one thing and one thing only for the rest of my life, it would be this scent right here. You can buy this at Ulta, but I just ordered mine on Amazon. They come in two different like shapes. Like, there's the rollerball one, and then there's like a small box. I'll post a picture right here if you end up seeing it in Ulta. So this is from a brand called Nemat, I think it's pronounced. And this is the Vanilla Musk fragrance oil. Now, this scent, I have it on my wrist right now. I have never, ever, 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 ever smelled anything like this in my life. So it's something that like people will smell it on you. Like, although it's a little like roller, oh, you can even see, I'm like almost out. This is my second one now. This, I genuinely don't even have the words to put into how good it smells. Let me look it up. Hold on. Nemat Vanilla Musk. And so many of like any of my subscribers have bought this because of how many times I have talked about it. I have talked about this freaking fragrance oil in almost every favorites video. I've hauled it. This is my life. Oh, and it's under $20. That's another thing I forgot to say. So it is vegan, it's cruelty free, it's sustainable, and there's clean ingredients. So it says this Vanilla Musk fragrance oil from Nemat is a sweet gourmand scent which lingers throughout the day. One drop goes a long way. Very true. This fragrance can be described as sweet and enticing, with vanilla as the central note supported by musky undertones. If they had room spray, I would buy everything in this scent. Body wash, lotion, everything. Because this is the most delicious vanilla that exists. I've never smelled anything perfume wise that comes close to this oil, because it is so creamy. Like, this gives me like vanilla ice cream, and you know how like vanilla ice cream isn't overly sweet, just like that creamy, yummy vanilla ice cream. It is slightly nutty, like, oh my god, you guys, I honestly don't even know how to describe it. If you like warm, yummy, like almost edible scents, please do yourself a favor, order this on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below along with everything else. Order this on Amazon. It will get to you in 1 to 2 days. Roll this on your skin and let me know how you feel, because I have never smelled a vanilla better than this vanilla, and it is under $20. This is, I'm telling you, if I could only pick one thing to smell like for the rest of my life, this would be it. Now I'm gonna talk about a perfume that was a big perfume for me in 2020 actually. So this is the Valentino Born in Roma. Here's what it looks like here. I actually have 2 bottles of this. This one is almost like halfway, and then I have a backup bottle. And this smells very much in the category of these two, where like they smell like strong, bad bitches. I haven't sprayed this in a little bit, so let me... It's a little bit more floral in my opinion. Sorry. 3 qualities of jasmine bring a luxurious femininity that is blended with vanilla bourbon, most expensive extract in the world. I'm trying to see if I can find like... Okay, so the fragrance family is warm floral. The keynotes are black currant. You can smell that. Jasmine grandiflorum absolute. And the base is bourbon vanilla. You can smell the black currant 100%. You smell the bourbon. Oh, it just smells so good. This I would wear also in the summertime. Like, it isn't something that's like as deep as this one and the YSL, but I wore this for Christmas in 2020. So this just reminds me of the holidays. It reminds me of the cold. It reminds me of winter. And oh my God, this is another one that will stay on your skin for days and days and days. It smells so good. I love the packaging as well. I love how simple it is. It just, this is another like sexy bitch perfume. Like, it smells so good. I'm trying to think, like, it's just so good. My last fragrance of the bunch is one that I'm actually almost out of, and I bought this did I buy this last year? I think I was trying to see if I would want this as my wedding fragrance. I didn't end up choosing it as my wedding fragrance, but this is Vanilla Woods by the 7 Virtues, and you can see this baby is on its last couple of sprays. So this one actually shows everything in here. Sustainably sourced organic vanilla from Madagascar. It's best for alleviating stress, calming, and soothing the overworked. So this is a clean scent from Sephora. So it says unisex and genderless, vegan, hypoallergenic, clean and planet positive, no phthalates, and it's cruelty free. The family is warm and spicy. The scent type is warm and sweet gourmands. The keynotes are pear, vanilla, and caramel. And wow, that's crazy because you can literally smell that in there. This oil is made with sustainably sourced vanilla from Madagascar. Vanilla is known to alleviate stress with its aromatherapy. So this, I had no idea that there was pear in this, and it makes perfect sense. I smell the caramel and I smell the vanilla, obviously. This is, wow, it's so crazy. I had no idea that this had pear, because I've always said that this reminds me of like a juice, like a vanilla juice. Like the way, like, you know how apple juice is a very distinct taste? This reminded me of that, but I'm like, how, like it's juicy. Like, it's a very juicy, warm scent. And now it makes sense because it's juicy pear. Like, you can smell the fresh sweetness of a fruit in here, but I didn't know what the fruit was. And it is just a juicy, sweet, creamy scent. Like, I don't smell a lot of woodiness, to be completely honest. I smell vanilla and pear. That's really what I smell. And this is another one. As you can tell, I like a lot of vanilla in the fall and winter time, which is very new to me. After I had COVID and this was like when the outbreak happened. I got it and my sense of smell completely changed. I never ever liked vanillas. It would make me nauseous, gag. Now it's all I want. It's very strange, but all these fragrances are ones that I would have never talked about back in the day, like ever. And now in the fall and winter, I just love a warm, yummy, creamy vanilla. Like, I love it. And I don't want to smell like a cupcake, but I want to smell like yummy, warm, you know how that, what I mean? All of these on me last a very long time. Even this $20 one, all of them last for a very long time. This one can also be found at Sephora. It's pretty affordable. They also have really cute little roller balls that have like a rose quartz on here. It's supposed to help with healing and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a long one, but I really wanted to talk more in depth on the scents, why I love them for the fall and winter. And yeah, this is my collection. I'm not looking to add anything. I'm very happy with all of these because I have a lot of different scents. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.